everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea. Today I have a new Project Pan intro. This is going to be a year-long Project Pan starting today on December 20th, and it will run through December 20th of 2023. It was created by Deb from Deb B. This is not a Pantastic Ladies group collab or anything. This is just something that Deb wanted to do, and she was telling our friend group about it, and I thought it sounded like something that I wanted to do. So as far as the time that I'm filming this, which I'm filming about a week early, Deb and I are the only ones who are participating, but this is open to anyone who would like to join, and you just need to let Deb know that you want to participate and use the hashtags and all that fun stuff. So this is called Set It Free in 23, and I wanted to do this one because I love Deb. Like, she's hilarious and beautiful and an amazing person and friend, and I love her so very much, and I wanted to do her project and support her. But also, I really liked the concept. Now, this is somewhat similar in my mind to the oldies project that I was doing that was created by Denise from Just Some Makeup Pans, which I did that project 2 years in a row, and I decided not to do it again because, one, I don't know if she's doing it again, and two, because Deb was creating this project and I wanted to join it. So I've been talking for almost 2 minutes and I haven't even told you what the project is about. Oh my. So what Deb decided is it's extremely simple. You pick 23 products that you have not been using in your collection, either mainly because you forgot about them, you don't really want to reach for them. And this is not a rolling style project. I'm guessing you probably could make it that way if you wanted, but the twist, I guess, there's two twists. This is a twisty project. The first twist is you have to pick 23 items that you have to work on for the whole year. By the end of the project, if you have not finished your items, they must be decluttered, thrown in the trash. That's it. It's 4 things that we're hanging on to, that we just need to use, and that we're not for whatever reason. So if they're in this project all year long and you don't use them, that's a sign. The other twist is she's adding a non-makeup and beauty decluttering element, and there's a garbage truck, so I'll wait. Perfect time for some more coffee. Okay. She's added elements of the Mins game, which is a decluttering quote-unquote game where for a whole month every day you declutter a certain number of items out of your house. So Deb decided that because this is Set It Free in 23, every month on the update, excluding the intro video, so excluding this video, every month on your update, you must also get rid of 23 non-beauty, makeup, skincare, whatever items. So 23 household items. And this is great for me because I have a lot of crap in my house. I've got 2 young kids. I say this in a joking manner, even though I know it's not a joking subject, but I'm a very low-level hoarder. I mean, I kind of joke, but I really kind of am. Not obviously to the point where you can't walk in my house and there's stuff everywhere. But when I get into a new hobby, for example, my yarn, which is an older hobby, I have a butt ton of yarn. Now I have a butt ton of wax. I have a ton of makeup. I have a ton of books. I have a ton of everything, and it just leads to a very cluttered house, and I want to be better about letting go of things in 2023. So that is the second part of this project. Every month, 23 items, whether you declutter them and give them to friends, family, you donate them, it's something that you just toss in the trash. 23 items need to leave your house. So those are kind of like the rules. It's very easy. So I thought I was going to actually have a harder time picking out my 23 items because I don't like to declutter things. I really don't. Like, I love watching those declutter videos where people get rid of half their collections, even though they kind of make me mad when people get rid of things just because you can't buy it anymore. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Rant, little tangent. But if it's not expired, I just don't like throwing things away. But some of this stuff that I'm going to show you is very old, and even though it's not expired, if I don't use it, it needs to go bye-bye. So I made sure that I picked 23 items that if I don't completely finish, I will be okay with getting rid of them at the end of next year. So I'm going to go through them, and I honestly, with a couple of exceptions, I think I can actually finish almost everything that I'm putting in here, or at least finish most of it. So I have my 23 items written down in my notebook, and I'm just going to go down one by one. First is this Becca Backlight Priming Filter. The only reason I'm putting this in here is because I know I will finish it up, and there's no way that I'm not going to have it finished by the end of the year and have to throw it away. Because otherwise I would not put it in here because I love this primer. But as we all know, Becca's been out of business for a few years, and I think I found this at TJ Maxx, so that already means that it was probably old by when I bought it. So I want to finish this up. This is the last Becca primer I have in my collection. But it's time. It's got to go. So this is the first thing I'm going to put in here. I don't know where to put it. Okay. And then I have two foundations, and one of these foundations is probably like 2/3 of the way gone. The other one I'm estimating is about halfway gone, but because it's like in an airless pump, actually. Where's my little... Why do I keep... Oh my gosh. What do I do with it? I just gotta make a new one. Get a paper clip and stick it in there. That's what she said. So I'll go... The other one that is definitely way old and needs to be used up is this Sonia Kashuk Perfecting Luminous Foundation in the shade Vanilla. It's been years since Sonia Kashuk did makeup, so let's see. Oh no, wow, this is not... Oh wait, there we go. Okay, I was like, oh my god, there's way more in here than I thought. So, oh my gosh, it's crooked. Sorry. I'm a dork, I know. So this... So actually, it's so hard to tell, but I think I've got less than half of this gone. Or I've got more than half of this gone, so this is the other one. I just need to get it out. It's been... Is it even... There we go. That sounded disgusting. But there's what that one... I mean, I think this is... These are definitely more winter shades for me as well. So you can see it looks a little lighter on this part of my hand where the Sonia Kashuk one is. So I really just need to use these up because I also... It's hard to use them in the summertime when I have a tan because they're just not my color. So I'm gonna... Those aren't finished by the end of the project. Going in the garbage. Next, I have this NYX Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Light. I had this in Child of the 80s to hit pan, so I've already got a good amount of this gone. I know exactly when I bought this. I don't know that for a lot of my makeup, but I know for this because I bought this at a NYX store in New York when I went with my sister in October of 2019. So this needs to get out of my collection. This is... I mean, I haven't used it in a bit since I hit my goal on it for Child of the 80s. Like, not in the spring. It's not a bad concealer. I definitely would not use this under my... This is not an under eye concealer for me. This is more like spot concealing, like around my nose or like on my chin or anywhere where I have redness. Not an under eye concealer, but I want to finish this up. And I think I will, so far, I think I will finish... I'm hopeful that I will finish all the products I've shown so far. The next product we're getting into, not so sure about this one. I have a bunch of these Julep creamed powder blush sticks because when I first got into makeup, I kind of went a little bit crazy with Julep. Like, that was my first high-end, it was not even high-end, but, you know, my first non-drugstore, like, foray into makeup. And I went a bit crazy. So this is their cream to powder blush stick in Moonlit Sand. This can be a blush, but I'm probably going to use this as a cream highlighter base. There it is. And then it's kind of pinky a little bit, but when you buff it out, it looks very pretty. But, whoa. This is how much I have left. So I'm not confident that this is going to be gone, and I'm not going to lie, I will have a little bit of a hard time getting rid of whatever's left just because I hate wasting things, but this has literally been in my collection for probably over 5 years. So, I mean, and I've used it more than some of the other ones. You can see the top is kind of flat and it came in a domed top, but I don't think I've touched this in like at least 2 years, maybe 3. So that should tell me something. I need to just use it and get it out. Next, I have another cream product. This is another one that I don't think I will finish, but we'll see how much progress I can make on it. This is a ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in the shade No Vacancy. It's one of the matte. It's feeling very, like, I still get color on it. Let's see. Put it over here. Like, it still performs fine. It feels more putty-like than the normal Super Shock formula, but I've obviously got some use on it. I have pan that's not really pan. It's just like an air bubble or something. And I know these Super Shocks. I know these Super Shock... Oh my god, I can't talk. I know these Super Shock cheek products take quite a bit of work, so I'm not under the illusion that I will actually finish it, but I think I can make some good progress on it, and then I will be okay with throwing it out at the end of the year. Next, I have this is something I got in Nipsey. This is from Mana Kadar. It's in the shade Fantasy. I think it's... Oops, you can see I have a pan in it. I think it's supposed to be a bronzer. I actually hit pan in it using it as an eyeshadow, but I might use it as an eyeshadow and as bronzer to help use it. It's very light, though, is the thing, and it's a little shimmery. It's almost more of a highlighter, but it's just a little too dark for a highlighter. So actually, I probably will just end up using it as bronzer and eyeshadow, maybe. I've been using cream bronzer a lot lately and then putting powder over it, so this would probably be really good to put over a cream bronzer. And, whoops, as with everything else, I'm going to stop saying it. As with everything else, if I don't finish it by the end of the year, I will be okay with tossing it. This next one is, I'm counting it as 2 of my products because there's 2 pans and I'm going to be throwing it away regardless of whether I finish them, which is not going to happen. But this is a Pacifica Coconut Blush Duo that I got in Ipsy. Again, you're going to see several Ipsy things in here, and I haven't had Ipsy for like 4 years, so this is what it looks like. There's both blushes, but this one is more, like, to me, more of a bronzy shade, and this is more of a blushy shade. They're quite powdery, too, so it'd be nice if I could at least hit pan. I mean, Actually, well, we'll see. They might not even stick around the whole year because this is, I know swatches don't tell the whole story, but there they are. Very light, pretty powdery. I'd like to at least hit pan on these. They're gonna stick around unless they like are really, really bad. They're gonna stick around for the whole year, and I think I can at least hit pan. It'd be really cool if I could finish the whole thing, but I don't. This isn't me we're talking about. I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, next is my e.l.f. Baked Highlighter in Moonlight Pearls. This is extremely old. I actually did flatten the dome quite a bit using it as a brow bone highlight for my This Is Fantasy, the first round of This Is Fantasy. So there's what it looks like. I didn't try it out, but I wonder, it looks, where did I put it on my hand? Here it is just on its own. Here it is over top of that Moonlit Sands cream blush, or, oh my god, cream to powder blush / highlighter. It's definitely more impactful over that. So I'm hoping I can get a lot of use out of this, one, by using it just as is as a brow bone highlight, and then two, topping it over that Moonlit Sands and actually using it on my face, because on its own it's just not my preferred like highlight type, I guess. I mean, this is after well over 100 uses at least. I don't even know. It was a lot. And that's how much use I got. Of course, it was only as a brow bone highlight. I wasn't using it for anything else. So I don't even know if I'll hit pan on this by the end of the year. But if I don't, it's still going in the garbage. Next is a ColourPop Super Shock Shadow that I hit pan on a long, long time ago. This is the shade Special Delivery. And I hit pan on it, I think, 2017. And I barely touched it since. It's drying out, but especially on like a wet, kind of tacky base, it will still work. Like that's, I mean, obviously it's not primer or anything, but it's over the foundation swatch on this hand. But like for an inner corner highlight or just a little extra. And these Super Shock Shadows are a beast to finish. So we'll see how much I can get. And again, if I have it in for the whole year and I don't even reach for it, even though it's in a project, then I know it's definitely time for it to go. Next, I have another eyeshadow. This is from the brand Hikari. This is, again, something I got in an Ipsy. This is their cream pigment in the shade Latte. This actually, like, exploded one year, and then this is all I have left. So, I mean, I just want to try to finish it. There's not that much left in here, realistically. And it's a really pretty coppery bronzy shade. So I'm going to see if I can finish that one. Then we have a couple of eyeliners. Now, I have a ton of Julep eyeliners still left, and most of them don't have a ton of use on them. I had one in my 12 oldies, and it worked okay for a little bit, and then it started irritating my eyes, and I have to get rid of it. So I need to like start going through my other Julep liners and seeing if they're still good. I only brought one into this project though, and this is more because I need like kind of a darker liner that's not black for my waterline. This is in the shade Smoky Taupe Shimmer, and this is how much is left on it. And then there's a swatch. It's like a very dark charcoaly brown kind of. So I'm going to see how much of this I can use. And then eyeshadow all over my hands. And then this is still in my 12 oldies. So I'm going to like use it in that project. And when that project finishes, then I will measure it and then start counting uses for this project from that point going forward. But this is my ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in DTLA. Again, something I got in an Ipsy. I have worked on quite a bit of this. This is all that's left. So if it's not done by the end of... If it's not done by this time next year, it's going in the garbage. That's ridiculous. Okay, next I think this is my last eye product. And then, with one exception, the rest are lip products. This is a Profusion Metallic Liquid Eyeshadow. This is in the shade Sienna. I also got this, I believe, in 2016. Christmas time 2016. It's actually not dried out. This came in a set with 2. The other one was dried out. This one is not dried out yet, but I have used / quite a bit of it has gotten dried up. So I think I didn't mark it, but it's about down there. And it's a beautiful eyeshadow. It just, of course, making me a liar. Now it's dried up. Okay, this is a sign. I literally swatched this the other day, and it was fine. This is what is happening today. This is just going in the garbage, and now I need to find another product. So I am going to take a little break and find another product to bring in to replace this, and I will be back in a second. Okay, that didn't actually take as long as I thought because I just replaced it with an extremely similar liquid eyeshadow. This is the ColourPop Supernova Shadow in Hard to Impress. They have not sold these for years and years. So it's a very similar shade, if you can kind of tell. This is the ColourPop one, and this is the Profusion one. They're basically the same shade. This might have a tiny bit more red in it, but for all intents and purposes, they're pretty much the same. So I'm going to finish this one, and I don't know that I've ever even used this one on my eyes. What am I doing with my life? So there we go. Then, okay, let's see. I've got lots of lip stuff. I've got a lot of old lip products. A lot of old ColourPop. Next is this, and this was in my bingo project. I never even hit bingo. I just stopped doing that project, and I never updated it. So this is the update. I'm done with bingo. No, but everybody's like, nobody cares, but just so you know. This is the ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade Well Nested. I mean, I also got this in October of 2019 because I remember being in New York when this was part of the Bye Bye Birdie collection, and I remember it launching, and I was in the hotel room buying it, and my sister was making fun of me because I was obsessed because it was peacock themed. But this is how much I've got left. There's not a lot left. I can finish this, and if not, it's going. I said I was going to stop saying that, and then I didn't, so. And then I have another ColourPop lip gloss. This is also something I got in an Ipsy because the shade is Ipsy VIP. Oh, I didn't give you a swatch of the Well Nested one. There it is right there. It's very pretty. It's a nice, like, neutrally mauve kind of shade. This Ipsy VIP one I think is very similar, but I'm about halfway on this one. This one has the doe foot. The other one has the brush. I don't know why ColourPop does brushes. This one is very similar to the Well Nested, but it is a bit darker. So there it is right there. And then I have yet another lip gloss. This is, again, from Sonia Kashuk, so you know it's old. I've finished about half of it. This is in the shade Alluring Azalea. This one, I'm going to have to see how it does on my lips because I had another shade in 50 Shades of Purple, and it was so old it was irritating my lips. So if it does that within the first month, I will definitely declutter it, and I might replace it with something else, or I might not, because I already have a lot of lip products going on in here, and that would just be one less for me. So it's this very light pink right here. Then I have this e.l.f. This is like I think a lip stain. This is in the shade Dewy Berry, and I don't even know that I've actually used this much. I think it still smells okay, but I think it's like been evaporating. Also, I think why I didn't use this that much is I used it like once or twice and I didn't like the formula on it, and then I just never used it again. But here it is up here. I mean, it's a very beautiful color. So then I have this NYX Butter Lipstick in Ripe Berry. I have no clue when I got this. I've had it forever though. And again, I have no illusions that I'm actually going to finish this. Here, I'll put it on this hand. But there it is right there. It's a beautiful color. I really like this formula. I don't know if they sell this formula of lipstick anymore. It definitely doesn't come in this tube if they do. But it's really nice. I actually have another color, but I figured I wanted to go with this color instead. So I've got that one. I've got this ColourPop Lippy Sticks in Glam Bag. Again, another Ipsy item. I actually do really like this color. This is also broken now though. But it is extremely bright. Even though it's broken, I'll roll it up. So this is how much I've got left. See, I have to roll it down and then... This video was apparently very inappropriate for children. I'm sorry. And then the very last lip product is this Maybelline lipstick in Plum Paradise. This was in my 50 Shades of Purple. I struggled to use it, so I figured I'll just use it as much as I can in this project and then get rid of it because I'm obviously not reaching for it otherwise. So there it is right there. It's lighter and a little more mauve-y, I think, than this one. And it's got a tiny hint of like, it's not metallic or anything, but it looks like it has a tiny hint of shimmer or frost or something in it. And then the last item is a nail polish. And I normally don't try to finish full-size nail polishes, but this is a Zoya Pixie Dust. This is the shade China. I'm down to here on it. I had this in for Throwback 30 last year. And my goal was to finish it, which I obviously didn't. But I'm really not a huge fan of the textured polishes. And the only reason I haven't gotten rid of it is because it's Zoya, and I love Zoya. But I'm going to bring it in, use it this year, and hopefully get a decent amount on it. I don't know that I'll use it enough to finish it. Because one, I don't do my nails enough. And two, I really hate textured polish. And this stuff eats top coat like no tomorrow. And I have a lot of other nail polishes that I want to use as well. So I'm just going to use it this year. And however many uses I get, that's it. This is the one exception where I'm not going to throw it in the trash if I don't finish it. I will wait until April 2023 when Zoya does, I forget what they call it. It's just like their Earth Day promo where you can send in all your old nail polishes, your empty bottles that you don't want anymore so that they can safely recycle them. So technically I will declutter this, but it will not leave my house until I send my box in to Zoya of my old nail polishes because I want to dispose of it properly. Okay, so I know I'm indifferent everything, but one of the products that I had in this project, I decided I was going to remove and put in a different project and bring something else in. So my 23rd item is going to be my Bath & Body Works Cherry Blossom Eau de Toilette perfume. I am still working on this in Child of the 80s. I have 4 more uses to go because I'm finishing that project at the beginning of January. So I have 4 more uses on that before I can roll it out of that project, and then I will mark where I'm at. And I'm going to try really hard to finish this, and if I don't finish it, I have to throw it away. So maybe that'll get me the kick in the pants I need to actually like finish it. But yeah, so this is going to be my new 23rd item. Hopefully I was able to like scrub the footage of the previous item that is being replaced by this. But if not, this is my 23rd item. So this is a very long video, but I had 23 items to go over and like talk about. So I am really excited for this. Like I said, with the exception of a few of the powder products and the lip products, like the majority of this stuff, at least half of this, I think I can finish outright. The rest of it, I think I will get hopefully some decent use on it if I can like force myself to use it. And then that will be 23 items that are gone from my makeup collection that have just been sitting there, and that will feel so good at the end of next year. So if this interests you at all, please consider joining us. We would love to have you. And like I said, I will have Deb linked down below so you can contact her, like message her on her video, whatever. And so we can all support each other. But I hope you are having a great day or night wherever you are. You're staying safe and sane and healthy. And I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.